Sir President, Sir Joseph Daul, dear friends, dear ministers, dear party leaders, dear commissioners, dear delegates, colleagues from the European Parliament, and guests, welcome to our 25th Congress. I would like to start by expressing my gratitude to our host from Kokomus. So, Hilva ilpataiva tervetuloa. We are, and I don't have to remember you, in November in Helsinki. And nobody is feeling cold because we can all feel the warmth of your hospitality. You have done a great job for your commitment and for delivering this great atmosphere. Thank you, Deputy Prime Minister Petteri Orpo, and soon to be the next Prime Minister of Finland. Thank you also to my Deputy Secretary General, Luc van de Putte. And if I mention Luc, I have to, of course, also mention Daphne Lamal. Thank you. And thank you, the staff of the EPP. 30 people. As always, these fantastic congresses that we offer you, you have to know, are run by a small but loyal group of dedicated EPP staff members. Please join me to give them a big applause. Thank you, staff. Unfortunately, some of the members of this family have recently left us. Former Secretary General of the EPP, Jan Zeitingler, was one of the founders of the EPP in 1976. He was there side by side with President Leo Tindemans, performing the role of Secretary General. And I certainly could not forget good friend José Luis Fontalba. José Luis, as many of you know, has contributed for over a decade with his outstanding work, first as an EPP staff member and since 2007 with the Wilfried Martens Center for European Studies. Both will be missed in our family. Dear friends, this is going to be a very special Congress. In this plenary, we will have over 50 European leaders sharing their ideas. We will have two high-level debates, one on how to promote prosperity in our continent and another one on how to tackle our immigration challenge. And I ask myself, are the socialists and the liberals going to discuss migration like we do? Openly? I guess not. But this Congress is much more than this plenary session. John Kokumus prepared for us a true Finnish experience. For you in our village, you will have several opportunities to engage with each other and exchange ideas at dozens of side events organized by the Wilfried Martens Center, the European Ideas Network, our EPP group in the Committee of the Regions, our EPP Young Members Network, and our member associations. And as always, if there is something you would like to change, you can come to me. We are always open for suggestions. We are always open for changes. We are in constant evolution. We are providing you these 2 days with debates, roundtables, seminars. We want you to give us ideas. I refuse, and I have always refused, the idea of this party being another institution in the Brussels bubble. The EPP belongs to its member parties, and we will continue being the bridge between you and Brussels. Tonight, we will have an exciting debate with our two candidates for the position of the EPP Spitzenkandidat. Because tomorrow it will be up to you to decide who will be the person to represent our party and help us win another European election. Socialists have announced that they will only have one candidate in their Congress. What a big surprise. What a déjà vu. Liberals, they have what they call a Spitzenteam. And I ask myself, if they cannot even decide who is going to lead them, how are they going to lead Europe? And here we are, with two fantastic candidates, friends, who we all know. Both of them who have decided to take this brave step. Dear Manfred, dear Alex, on behalf of the EPP, thank you. As Jean-Claude and Michel did last time, both of you have demonstrated courage. Everybody is speaking about the odds against you. Rumors are spreading saying that neither of you will become president of the European Commission. Well, they will be wrong again, like they did in 2014. And Jean-Claude Juncker became the president of the European Commission. By consolidating the Spitzenkandidat model, we will prove that we are not part of the Brussels machinery, as some criticize us. And we will give the European citizens the opportunity to know and to understand better the European project. I have always said that the Spitzenkandidat process is a humble approach to our final dream, the direct election by the people of the President of the European Commission. And we will not abdicate from this dream. If we win this battle, we will be respected. We will show that we will not be like the others, just followers. We will be the leaders. And this is the aspiration of the EPP, nothing else. Dear friends, this is our strength. This is why we keep growing. Since our last Congress, our family has got bigger. We have accepted several observer parties and established many partnerships. The Party of Action and Solidarity from Moldova, the Platforma Da from Moldova also, the European Georgia Movement, and also the Belarusian Christian Democratic Party. And yesterday, at our political assembly, we decided to grant observer status for the Movement of Freedom from Belarus and to give partnership status to Istiklal and the Rassemblement National des Indépendants from Morocco. We are growing, evolving, but we will always remain true to our values and principles. This is what makes us maintain our position and keep winning the votes. Since our last Congress in Malta, our EPP family had many important electoral victories. There are some of them which I would like to highlight. In September 2017, we had the re-election of Erna Solberg of our Høyre sister party as Norway's Prime Minister. Also in September, we had the victory of CDU in Germany with the re-election of Chancellor Angela Merkel. And in October, it was time for Sebastian Kurz to lead the ÖVP to victory in Austria. Last January, Sauli Niinisto, our honorary president, by the way, of the EPP, was re-elected president of Finland. And in February, it was time for Nikos Anastasiades to win another presidential election in Cyprus. In April also, Fidesz won the third consecutive time the Hungarian elections and confirmed its absolute majority. In June, it was time for the SDS to bring us the victory in the Slovenian elections. Thank you for that, dear Janez Janša. And congratulations, especially to a Vice President of the EPP and good friend, Rafał Trzaskowski, who has given us an amazing victory in Warsaw 2 weeks ago. Please allow me also to congratulate my good friend, President Boyko Borisov, and again, Chancellor Sebastian Kurz, for their leadership this year during the EU presidencies, for organizing excellent EPP summits in Sofia and in Salzburg. And I should not forget also our Danish, Polish, and Finnish members for their support in the organization of our political assemblies in Copenhagen, in Warsaw, and yesterday here in Helsinki. It is thanks to the collaboration of all of you that we remain the most dynamic and active party across Europe. Dear friends, our party remains active and engaged in all policies that matter for the European Union. Since Malta, you might recall, we have established a Brexit working group, and I thank especially Michel Barnier for his valuable collaboration on this initiative. We also established a working group on the multi-annual financial framework, and soon, by the way, we are going to start a very interesting working group for all of you to come up with strategies on how to tackle the challenge of fake news. Since our last Congress, we have run multiple research projects involving over 60,000 participants, and through our Dear Citizen initiative launched in Malta, we are reaching over 25 million people across the continent. We are going to use the resources obtained through these initiatives to run an amazing campaign. We are doing work, but we are perfectionists, and we know we have to keep improving, keep evolving. I have observed in the last years maybe a reduction in participation of our working groups. We must change that. Moreover, we have to improve our communication with our member parties. And we must also increase our support to you during your national, regional, and local campaigns. Dear friends, our campaign starts tomorrow, but our work has started many months ago. We are prepared. Today, we approved 4 policy papers on economy, security. We will approve foreign affairs and sustainability, which will be the backbone of our electoral program. And we promise you, and as we have done since 1999, we will have a bold manifesto with clear and concrete solutions to the problems faced by our citizens. It will be a government program. It will lay the ground for a dynamic, united and stronger Europe. And as you know, our aim is to adjust our European campaign to your national campaigns. We do not want to impose. We want you to tell us how do you want the campaign in your cities, regions and countries to be. Friends, from the humble beginnings of Rue d'Arlon to the modern and strong EPP of today in Rue de Commerce and here in this fantastic setting, we have walked a long way. This can only be maintained with your participation and loyalty. The EPP will remain the largest political force next year, and for sure the most stable and reliable political force in Brussels. And with this renewed mandate from the people, we have to act with responsibility. We have to plan our future after the European elections. We must plan and give direction to our political family. I have always believed that the strength of the EPP is the sum of all its parts. There is a growing debate about where the EPP has to go as of next year. What can I tell you about it is that no single opinion can be left out of this debate. And at the end, as always, we will find responsible, balanced, and useful answers for our citizens, as we have always done. There is one thing we will never forget. The EPP is not about numbers. It's about principles and values. And after next year's elections, we will count the votes, but at the end, what will count are those values, and if we remain faithful to them. Thank you, my friends.